74,295 people are going to hear the stadium announcer for this Sunday's game against Tom Brady and the Bucs, and millions of people across the world are going to listen to the game on the radio. But they just hear their voices. They don't know their names. Well, that's going to change right now. So turn the volume down on the TV and turn up as you meet the men behind the microphone.
Second down 10 at the 25, minute 36. Two receivers to Brady's right, three actually. Fournette beside him, back to pass, middle of the pocket. Time to throw. That one is picked off. Picked off to the right-hand side. And it's going to be a touchdown, New Orleans.
I'm Talk Culotta in the Superdome. And this is Mike Hoss, voice of the Saints.
Whoa, radio voice of the Saints. Mark Romig, he's the voice of the Saints.
I'm saying more along the lines that I'm the stadium announcer for the Saints, and because WWL paints that picture of him being the voice of the Saints, and he really is, because he's heard all over the world.
I'm also the manager of media relations in this wonderful Caesar Superdome.
And Mike, take us through your journey from WWL to the booth.
Well, the first 30 years are pretty quick, right? They stay in one spot. You know, I'm at WWL in 1989. I'm the weekend sports anchor behind Jim Henderson, the iconic voice of the Saints. And then I moved over to news. I've anchored basically every show they have, morning show, 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I was the interim news director twice. It was a great ride. And it was really there watching Jim Henderson that I learned so much about the craft of what he does each week. And this is back in a time when there was no internet to go, give me the latest stats on the top 10 receivers. And then when Zach kind of got into the race late, I mean, he was perfect, right? To me, I told Diane Newman at the radio station, I said, well, if it were me, I'd hire Zach. But I thought it was over at that point, right? I mean, I'm like, that was my shot at the apple. You barely ever get one, more or less two.
I know you're being humble when you say that Zach deserved the position, but was the other reason that you kind of told Diane that Zach was the guy for the job because he's just enormously bigger than you?
No, Zach's like he's a big puppy dog, right? You know, he's not, it wasn't that. But I thought I said at this time, at this juncture, he's the right guy for the job.
But if they had put y'all into a boxing ring and said winner gets the voice of the
I'll take
Saints.
Zach. The beauty of Deuce and I, at least in my world, is that we prepare for the game individually and then we let it happen. We talk, we do a show on Friday, Fans of the Pros, and we text during the week, but it's not like, hey, I'm gonna talk about these 5 things and what do you think about this? It's like, it is native. It is how it comes out. And I hope that you hear that when you're listening to the game.
Touchdown, Saints! Move, done, change!
My name is Mark Romig. I am the stadium announcer for the New Orleans Saints. I've been doing this role since the regular season of 2013.
Mark, how important is the Romig name to the New Orleans Saints and the Superdome?
Well, you know, it's as important as all the other fans' names. We're just part of the excitement that happens in New Orleans anytime the Saints take the field. As my mom says, there's 2 seasons. There's the Saints season and waiting for the Saints season. And we're just part of what happens here. My brother Jay, as you know, works for the Saints full time. He's been with the Saints 46 years, the longest serving employee right now of the Saints. And Dad, as you know, you knew Dad when he was with us, was the Saints announcer for 44 years.
Wow.
446 consecutive games. He never missed a game. Never. Fortunately, I guess you could say, he and I both shared a deviated septum, and we sound alike. I don't sound as good as my father, never will, but we had a similar tone, and so I think the Saints felt it was important not to change the atmosphere in the dome. If I was that close to what Dad would say, things along the lines of first down Saints and touchdown Saints, let's go ahead and maintain that consistency. So he stepped away from the mic at the beginning of the season of 2013. I stepped in. And Jack, do you know that for about 2 years, when people would see me on the street who had yet to catch up with the news that I had taken Dad's spot there, they would say things like, hey, your dad sounded pretty good in the dome this week. Yeah, he sounded, your dad, that was a great game for your dad. And I would just smile and say, I'm doing the right thing here. I'm helping live on the Dad's legacy. So it was very special. And then the Saints did a great job of saluting him and my mom, because my mother also attended 446 consecutive games. We feel the energy come back to us. So I'll go, first down, Saints! And then as soon as we can say it, we want to say, move, them, chains. And that comes up on the scoreboard, and you can hear people repeating it. I've been doing that third down call now, where we really stretch out the third down. It's third down! And you're starting to hear people chime in on that too. So those are the fun things, that people really get into the game, and you can feed that line to them, and they have that much more energy that comes back to us, and certainly the players feel it.
What else would you expect out of a Saints-Falcon game?
Snap is down. Kick is up and it's blocked. It's blocked, but the Falcons get it, but now it's over. Now it's over. Now it's over. That's how you do it. Game's over. That's what I said. Congratulations, Dennis Allen. Welcome to the Saints-Atlanta rivalry.
This Sunday, September 18th, the first regular season home game, Tom Brady's coming to town. What does that mean to you? Because you don't really get to show any opinion on the fact that this man is still playing at his age.
I'm sorry, Tom Brady? I don't understand. Who's that? Oh, he's the quarterback for the Buccaneers, yeah.
Reporting from the Superdome, I'm Talk Culotta, Boot Crew Media. See you Sunday, Saints fans.